You know what's really frustrating is when you have been on your weight loss journey, you've actually lost the weight, you've made the changes, and you look in the mirror and you see the same person. And more accurately, you don't like who or what you see. So why is it after you've done everything, stuff that you've probably been told for much of your life that, oh, well, if you just lost the weight, if you just changed the way that you look, you'd feel better about yourself. You've probably had people tell you this directly. You've had messages indirectly from advertising and companies and brands and all that. And then you do it, but you don't see anything different. So the thing is one, it is all of this is about how we decide to see ourselves deep down. And it's tough because for so long we've been our a lot of our value, in some cases maybe all of our value, has been tied to how we look or how we wish that we would look. Now you can debate all day about standards in society and what people find attractive and what people find valuable, and absolutely there's standards that are set. There are appearances that other people hold above all else. But here's the thing: that doesn't have to define how you see and how you feel about yourself. Because see, what you're seeing when you look in the mirror and you don't see anything different is that old version of you, but really it's the same version of you that has been carried along the way that you've been hypercritical of and you've been telling isn't enough. And the moment that you decide to start leaning into who you see, this is you. When you start leaning into the reflection of yourself and you start appreciating yourself, you start one thing, and then you find another and you find another. And this isn't going to happen all at once. This is going to take you can do this every day and build upon it. Might start with one thing, then a couple of days, a couple of weeks later, you start adding another and then another, and gradually you start building yourself up. Because see, you've trained yourself to look at what's wrong, quote unquote. And again, it's not just you, because there is an entire industry that is banking literally on the fact that you will never really truly appreciate who and what you see in the mirror. So if you're looking at yourself from head to toe and you're finding the things, picking yourself apart that you really don't like, the logical answer is to, well, just start building yourself up. Literally do the opposite. The thing is it's going to take time to actually connect for your mind to catch up with all of this. And here's the thing: the old thought process is never really 100% going to go away. I think the best that we can shoot for is actually creating an alternate way of looking at ourselves that is more positive, that is more about building ourselves up than tearing ourselves down. And it's not only about choosing this once, it's choosing it, continuing to choose it each and every day, and then reinforcing this as a genuine belief. So, and that's actually why I like talking about this so much, because it needs to be reinforced over and over and over and over and over again. And this is one of the core concepts of Your Level Fitness: working to appreciate who and what you see in the mirror at every single stage. And the thing is, and again, you have been taught for so long that these physical changes were going to make you feel better about yourself, right? But it's actually, the physical changes happen because of the effort that you're putting in. But changing how you see yourself takes untangling all the stuff that you see. And you will hear me say a lot that working with a therapist that is a right fit for you, that can help you work through this stuff, is going to help untangle a lot, because this stuff goes back a long ways for each and every one of us. Does that mean that you can't make major headway on your own without going to therapy? No, you absolutely can. I'm just saying eventually, I think if everybody could find a therapist that's a good fit for them, we all would be much better for it. Each of us benefit from working with that type of therapist for us. And I mean, some of this stuff just comes out of habit. Comparing yourself and tearing yourself down has come out of habit. So what do? You're going to create new habits. But I think the big thing is that you really have to be patient with yourself. You have to lead with kindness and compassion to yourself. And you'll hear me say, like, again, we're talking about this with fitness and weight loss. Go after all the goals. Put in all the effort. Really, I mean, go after it. Exceed every goal that you have for yourself. I just want you to do it from a place where you actually appreciate yourself. And it's hard because it's easy for us to tie our identity to our appearance. So instead of maybe changing that, maybe we change what we see, right? Again, we start to build ourselves up. So you have been changing on the outside, but if you take the time to really work and change on the inside, you will start to notice a difference in how you see yourself. And that's what's really important. So that is what I have for you. I've got, if you're brand new to Your Level Fitness, check out the links that are in the notes or the description here. If you're listening on a podcast, please rate and review this episode if you like what you're hearing. If you like what you're hearing, let's go ahead and subscribe. If you happen to be watching on YouTube, one, if you like what you're watching or listening to, go ahead and subscribe. And two, they're showing you a video right now that they think that you would like to see. So check that out. That is what I have for you. Thank you as always for listening and watching, and I'll talk to you again real soon.